We are in a very calm part of the year in the inland Northwest, especially with no wildfires to speak of. We're not completely wildfire free, but certainly this year so far has been fairly easy, knock on wood. Different story in the tropics. We are right in the heart of the tropical Atlantic hurricane season, and so no surprise we are talking about Tropical Storm Dorian right now. And Aaron told you a little bit about what's going on the ground with preparations in parts of Puerto Rico, of course areas far from recovered from Hurricane Maria. But watching Dorian right now, it is a tropical storm, and the steering pattern for this particular tropical storm, it is running into weak high pressure to the north, which will allow Dorian to move northwest toward that weakness. And right now, its path does take it right through the Caribbean and potentially impacting Florida. Here is the latest thinking on the Dorian forecast. It is a tiny little storm, although it is packing 50-mile-per-hour winds, tropical storm force winds. Right now, this path takes it up right toward Puerto Rico, heading north of Cuba through the Bahamas, and then Sunday morning as a tropical storm, strong tropical storm over Florida. Of course, that's a long time from now, but there is definitely going to be a lot of strengthening in the forecast. This particular forecast keeps it just below hurricane strength, but as you heard earlier, others think that it may reach hurricane strength as it works its way through the Caribbean. Regardless, we'll be talking a lot about Dorian as it moves through already storm-ravaged areas over the next several days. As I mentioned, we have also a typical weather pattern in place for late August, and that is high pressure in control over the region. The northwesterly flow of yesterday that kept our temperatures in the 70s has now been replaced by a building ridge, and that is going to continue to amplify tomorrow, sending our temperatures up into the lower 90s. Could be our last 90-plus degree day, at least in Spokane, of the season. We might have one more in the forecast. A weak disturbance then comes through tomorrow night, and that is going to bring a slight chance of some showers, possibly an isolated thunderstorm overnight, and should be gone by Thursday morning. Back to school with you on Thursday morning, at least if you're in the Spokane School District. 86 and partly cloudy. Looks like a beautiful Labor Day weekend. A high on Monday of 81. Keith?
Thank you, Chris.